Welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole. I am a homeschool mom, and this channel is all about my homeschool journey, how it's going, what I like, what I don't like, and all of that. So today I wanted to do an update on how our year is going so far with my middle daughter, who is 4.5, pre-kindergarten age. So a little backstory, she has been in a little part-time, couple-hour-a-week church preschool program for the last 2 years, and it is December right now, and we have decided to pull her out of that program for multiple reasons. One is the world right now is just so crazy, and preschool isn't quite as fun as it has been in the past with all the rules and regulations, and she wants to be home. She is seeing what she's missing out on, that our family is doing with my oldest and the field trips and the activities, and she really likes things like morning basket and stuff like that, and she hasn't been able to participate in those as much as she has liked to in the past. And so we're going to bring her home. I think it's what's best for our family, and it's an exciting journey. We have been mostly preschooling her at home. She's only been going to the actual preschool at the church for a couple hours a week. So it's not this huge adjustment. It's just taking away some of that built-in socialization and play time that she has had. So I want to go through what we're going to do to get her ready for kindergarten. We are a homeschool family. I do plan on continuing to homeschool my oldest even next year. We are pre-COVID homeschoolers, and so this is something that we are passionate about and we love. But my middle daughter has a real strong desire to go to public kindergarten, and my husband and I have really not decided what to do. We want to honor what she wants, and if there's any year that we are okay with her going to public school for right now, it would be kindergarten because it is a little bit more fun and lax, but we just don't know. We haven't decided. We're doing a lot of thinking, talking, and praying about what to do with her. We want to honor what she wants to do, but we also want to do what's best for her and the family. So because we don't know if she's going to be exclusively homeschooled or if she's going to go to public kindergarten, which it's so funny. She tells us, she goes, I want to go to kindergarten, and then I want to be homeschooled for first grade and on. And I'm like, okay, it's adorable and sweet, but we don't know. And we have a couple months to decide. It is just December, so I'll let you know. But regardless, there are things that I think are important for her to learn academically before she starts her kindergarten year. So that's what I'm going to go through. I'm going to talk to you about some of the resources we have been utilizing and how they have been going and what we're doing. Keep in mind, I do have a 2-year-old who is insane and crazy, and so that is really impacting our homeschool life and impacting kind of what everybody gets to do, because the 2-year-old is extremely energetic, adorable, but energetic little girl who gets her hands into everything. So it has impacted our homeschool life. So here are some of the things that I am utilizing for my 4.5-year-old. There are a lot of hands-on things, but I do have some workbook things as well. So it's in no particular order because it's all just spread out in front of me. I have the Melissa and Doug dominoes. These are really, really high quality. This is a wood box. These are just amazing dominoes. Number recognition patterns and colors. I will continue and always will bring out these. The Unifix cubes have been working well. They're getting a little bit boring for her on patterns and counting, but I think they're still great resource. These are fun little numbers, or they're not numbers, alphabet stamps that I got from the dollar section at Target. And what's fun with these is she can stamp her letters, and it's really working on some of that letter recognition that we've kind of been struggling with. To go along with that, I have some flashcards, and I like these flashcards. They're called preschool flashcards. I think I got them from the dollar section as well, but they have flashcards that have like the uppercase and lowercase, and then they have just lowercase letters, which I really like, and then they have like pictures and stuff on the back. I am doing things a little bit differently with my middle daughter than I did with my first, where my first, it was all about letter recognition and not so much the phonics and the sounds that the letters make, and I'm definitely doing it differently with this daughter. I have lived and learned, so I'm trying to teach uppercase, lowercase, and sound kind of intertwined and at the same time, which not all programs do. This is just a number matching thing. From Target, there is a, what is this called? Like a clothespin thing. And she clips it on the number. You can see there's like a blank, and then she has to put what number comes before it. You could even just make these with a printer and having your own little clipper. Great for fine motor skills and all of that. This is very similar. It's, if you can see in the picture, there's uppercase and lowercase, and she can match them. This we have not utilized a whole lot, but I'm going to start to do so more. So they're little magnetic shapes that you form your letters with. This is very reminiscent of like the Handwriting Without Tears program, but cheaper. We have opposites. She really likes doing this, and sometimes she wants to do flashcards and learning stuff, and I'm not in a place to do letters or numbers or math or whatever with her, and so this is great. It's opposites, great skill, and easy. I don't know if you can tell what this is. This is another, I really utilize the dollar section at Target. This is a picture. It's a space picture, and you put the numbers 1 through, I think, 20, and it forms the picture, so that's great for number order and all of that. These are little cardboard, like it's 2 pieces. So there's the picture and the letter. And so J, jump rope. Again, really great. We have lacing numbers, 0 through 9. Just another fine motor skill and stuff like that. These, she hasn't been utilizing as much. She's been using normal scissors, but these are great. I got these on Amazon, I think, for my oldest. And it has this little thing that makes it harder. It gives it a little bit of resistance for them to learn to cut, and that is a great resource. That's a fine motor skill that's really important. Trying to think of what else. I have so many things. We have Alphabet Bingo. This is still a hit in our family, and this is great because I think there can be 4 players. So this is a great sibling game and a fun mom and daughter game for when the big kid is doing her own thing. What else? I don't know if I said this already, but we do really like the tiny polka dot game. This we got from Timberdoodle, if you can see on the back. Numbers 0 through 10 each have a card that looks like this, and so then you can do matching, and like that is number recognition. There's 10 frame in that, or you can do adding. There's a lot of games, and it came with some ideas for games, which is really cool. And then you can look up more games on online. But that's a really fun game. We have Monster Emotions memory game. I haven't used this for a couple months, so I'm bringing this back out. This was a big hit. Each monster has an emotion, and then it's also a memory game where you flip the cards and remember where they're at. Huge win and hit for our family is Go Fish, or Alphabet Go Fish. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. Each card kind of looks like that, and how we do it is, and I've said this before, is I say, do you have a J for jellyfish? And it's really, really helping with letter recognition. We have had a little bit of a struggle with letter recognition, and I feel that that is definitely helping. Something that I just purchased off of Facebook Marketplace, which I really like getting some of the homeschool stuff off of there, especially some of these things that people don't know about. So I put it in a box, but this is, I think it's a learning resource game, and I got it for like not very much money. So these are little acorns, and each acorn has an uppercase letter on the side. I don't know, a lowercase letter on the top, and you have to match them, and it has a little figurine kind of thing that goes with it. So R is for robot, and you can match that. And here's the top, and here's the lowercase, and it goes like this. So this is super fun. Again, kind of a hands-on activity. You could make this into a sensory bin, put it with water beads or kinetic sand, or just put them in a bucket and make her match it. And there is color and stuff with that, and I really like that. I think that's a really fun little learning resource that is new to us. I'm continuing to use my favorite, what are these called? Fruit counters from Learning Resource. What else? Oh, I am using core knowledge, what your preschooler needs to know. We haven't utilized this a whole bunch. Huge fan of this. This is super colorful and fun, and I let her pick kind of what we do. This includes literature, history, music, science, art. It kind of includes everything, and then it kind of gives you a idea of what your pre-kindergartner needs to know, which is really nice. I like those. I like ideas and lists of where they need to be, and then I can customize that to us and how that works for us. She also does participate in our morning basket when we do it, which we have not been doing very well on right now. This is a Costco find. These are great. I use this with my 2-year-old too, and she just doodles on it. But this one's fun. It has princesses, and it has letters and how they're formed and all of that. So I kind of try to give her a lot of options of what to do so that it's not boring every day. This is kind of jacked up box, but this is those Aqua Mats. So this one's really cool because all my girls can use this, and you draw with water, and that's how it shows up on the mat, and they do it on the ground, and then when the water dries, their picture or their whatever they've done disappears, and it's gone. So that is a great busy time activity for both my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old, and quite honestly, my almost 8-year-old participates sometimes as well. I also really am a fan of the dot art little stampers, and how I'm using these is I use this, and then I have just some printables that I have, and so I'll have her pick a color. She likes colorful things, so one color for the uppercase, one color for the lowercase, or whatever, and I have a stack of these. Again, I just like to give her options so that she doesn't feel bored by anything, but she is getting some of that more regularly now that she's getting closer to needing to be in kindergarten. What else? I just have so many things. We have not used this yet. This is going to be our second semester kind of fun thing. These are Smart STEM little things. It's from Evan Moore. I'm a fan of Evan Moore books, so this looks fun. We haven't used it yet, but I'm excited to start and try the second half of the school year. I'm a big fan of dry erase, because then I dry erase anything for the kids, because then I don't have to reprint anything. I don't have to worry about them ruining something, and they can do it over and over again. So this is First Time Learning. I have multiple of these kinds of books, but I like this one because it's a big one and it tells you the verbiage of how to do it and then practice. So this she has really liked. We do have uppercase letter from Kumon. This was a cheap little thing for her to do. I got this from my oldest when she was really little, and my 4-year-old uses it. So it's my first Scribble, and let's find a page. So it kind of has a drawing already done for you, and then you just fill it in and color it. So she really likes that, and I'm fine with that. Makes me feel like I didn't waste my money. From Learning, what's it called? Lakeshore. I have these. I also have the lowercase of these. These aren't quite as fun for her right now, but we are utilizing them. There are some letters that have been tricky for her, so those are great for that. Fun. This is one of her favorite games to do with the family right now, or to do just with me while my oldest is doing something independently. This is Landon My Way. We got this from Timberdoodle. Huge fan of this. This I almost see as like a creativity game and a logic game at the same time, because they have to come up with a way and using their cards, an imaginative way of getting through the obstacle that is in their way. So there can be, a maze or a tornado or whatever, and then they get a little picture card that they can pick from and see how they're going to get past the obstacle. And I really like that game, and she has really been liking it, and I feel like it checks off the logic and the creativity. For some other stuff, I am very slowly going through the Good and the Beautiful pre-K course book. I really like this book. I think I would like it more if she knew all of her letters or recognized all her letters. So that's why we're going so slowly, because it does go in order, which is awesome, and it's super colorful, and she really enjoys it. But if I let her, we would go through the entire alphabet, and she wouldn't even know what she was doing. Like, she would go through this in, a couple months and not actually know her letters. So we're doing this very slowly, trying to coincide that with some other language arts, letter recognition things. But I do really like that. If your kid knows what their letters look like, that is an amazing resource. And it's fine for her even too now. And I have the PDF, so I could print other copies if I needed to. I'm also using the Good and the Beautiful Doodles and pre-writing. Again, big fan of this. And I got the PDF, so then I can make as many copies as I want. So it's just, this one is drawing circles. This one is drawing circles. This one's drawing the squiggly lines. All pre-writing skills that are really good. And then she's not doing just the same letters over and over again. It's not as boring. And then I let her color it in. Big fans of the Good and Beautiful handwriting. This is color by number. So it tells you what color. So it says the 2s are pink, 3s are orange, and stuff like that. This is great for number recognition. These are cheap. You can get these for $1 at Michael's or Target or wherever. And then another thing we are doing for math, this has been her pre-K math practice. Scholastic 3 to 5. I kind of let her do what she wants. Very colorful, fun. We realized that she needed some workbooks because she wanted them. And so that was just a cheapy little math book I got. But we realized that she likes doing math most of the time. And she likes them to be on worksheets. And so although I could come up with all these fun math games for her, she wasn't really into it and she didn't feel like that was doing school. So she wants to do school. So we have this. She's not quite done with it, but she's getting close. It's not hard or anything. And then we got the BJU K5 work text. I did not get the instructor guide, so there's only been a couple places I can't tell her what's going on, but we can make it up. So, we've started this. It's another one that's really colorful. To show you a little bit. So it is a kindergarten one, so it is a little bit harder. There is definitely clock reading. I don't know how, we haven't hit the clock reading, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Probably not do the clock reading at this point. She's only 4. But this is a really fun book so far. She's done, a good little section of it. We just started it. See, they start with a number 1. I love this. So she likes doing math books. This one I feel will last her until she's done. I will keep having her do this until she's done with it, and then she'll probably move on to Horizons, honestly. But that's what we're doing right now for her math workbooks. And then for phonics, I have been trying so many different things to teach reading for her. And it was such a struggle with her older sister who is dyslexic, and reading has been a little bit of a struggle for my middle daughter, so I don't know. I think it's just I haven't focused on it enough. So we are using Phonics Pathways. Again, I got this off of Facebook Marketplace, and it was really cheap, and I have to tell you, so far this is amazing, and I love it. We're not that far in. We're still on the vowels, but I really like this. So to me, this is our spine right now for reading, and then everything else is just kind of to build off of that spine or supplemental. The last thing I have to show you is something that I got for all the kids, but it's this tractor thing, and it's really cool. I got it on Amazon, and it is full of that kinetic sand. And then it has a bunch of little I don't know if you can see it, tractory things, construction things and all of that. And what my idea with that was is not only can they have the sensory bin and that play with the kinetic sand and with the little trucks and all of that, she can also use that to form letters or numbers if she wants to. And it's a good tactile little fine motor skill activity. So that's what we're using right now. It seems like a lot, but it's not. Like, I let her pick and choose what we do, kind of, and we're not super strict with it. She does participate a little bit in morning basket. She does participate a little bit in calendar time. And it's just, we're getting her ready for kindergarten. And it's exciting and it's a fun time, but it is hard to, you got to find what your 4-year-old wants to do, and you don't want her to hate school. So that's why I try to mix up the worksheets and the hands-on and the games and all of that. I probably am going to purchase a couple of those like subscription boxes that you can buy one at a time or whatever. And I'm going to see what I like about that. I'm at a stage in my life where I want things ready-made. I don't want to be making up the arts and craft projects and the games and all of that. So I'll let you know how that goes. But that's how we're going. That's what we're using, how we're doing pre-K right now. Working on the numbers, the letters, and sounds, and all of that. So I hope that helps, gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can use for your pre-kindergartner. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to hear about how second grade is going for my oldest.